So, ladies and gentlemen, what I have tried to explain is the transformative impact of GST from three standpoints: from of the government, of the business, and of a common man. For the government, as you can see, it has meant a broader tax base and buy-in tax collections. That also means that we have more resources for investing in infrastructure, more resources for running of various welfare schemes. For the business, as we have seen, it has meant ease of doing business characterized by a very stable and simple tax regime. And for the common man, it has meant a lighter burden on his pocket. So GST is actually a win-win situation for everyone, for all three parties. So that's why we say the constitutional amendment which enabled GST was a transformative reform. But a more transformative and equally transformative reform has been the way it has been implemented. Now I will just add here that it mirrors not only the strength of our democracy, of our federalism, of our economy, of our economic potential, but also of our national character. The spirit of cooperative federalism has been in full display even during the implementation of GST. Why GST has been such a success is that it has been able to adapt to the demands of all the stakeholders. Now, a change of this magnitude of implementation of GST required a very, very massive capacity building and a system which responds speedily to the problems which are noticed during actual implementation. Now, when the GST was actually implemented, there may have been some apprehensions that GST Council, which is comprising of the Union Finance Minister and Finance Minister of all states, how they will be able to respond to the problems which are brought before them to common man, because we have a political diversity which is possibly unknown in any other part of this world. I mean, I did not kind of elaborate on that, but 6 years later, we can say that all such apprehensions have been belied. The Council has responded with amazing alacrity with all the issues brought before it. It has taken decisions with consensus. All the decisions of the Council, roughly 1500 plus decisions, which have been taken over almost 52 Council meetings, they have been taken in a totally non-partisan manner and totally with consensus. The Council has enabled that the GST implementation has been totally smooth. Many of the decisions which the Council has taken have been about features which were not present in GST on day one. We talked about e-way bills, then e-invoicing. That is the businesses now, I think most of you will be aware that businesses more than 5 crores of turnover have to generate e-invoices. So gradually it was brought down from a turnover of 500 crores to 5 crores. So almost it is covering bulk of the turnover in this country is in that system of e-invoicing. Tax reduction at source by government departments. So all this implementation was not done from the day one, but it was done over a period of time as the system stabilized. So then there have been many decisions taken by the GST Council which have been in the nature of kind of alleviating the burden of the taxpayers, because so many things could not have been foreseen. Most important beneficiaries, I can say with pride, have been the small scale industries who have benefited from such decisions. I'm not going into detail into that, but I'm quite sure many of the people who are dealing with industries here, you would have dealt with the MSMEs. This is a feedback. In fact, you can also give to me after this thing whether this is, of course, what we see from the point of view of, as we see from the government. I am open to whatever suggestions you give or whatever observations you have after if you have time. So the transformation which the GST has brought into us is only 6 years old. So it is by no means complete. As we say, the journey is ongoing. It's a work in progress, and we still have a long journey which awaits us. What I have tried to touch today is the positivity which GST has generated in the overall economic outlook. It is a success story to which every Indian can be proud of. As we progress and the times unfold, the effect of GST will be visible on every parameter of our economy. The next important parameters of the economy, the GDP, the inflation, the export performance, they will be researched in much, much greater detail as times unfold. I'm quite sure so many of you will be involved with some of these researches which will take place. But going by the trends till now, there is no doubt I can say with absolute confidence that the transformative impact of the GST will be brought out in much, much greater detail than what I have brought out today. The journey is ongoing. We still have a long way to go. We endeavor to become a developed country by 2047. Our efforts in reaching the $5 trillion economy, our strides under Atmanirbhar Bharat, all these gains will be made from GST, and Jai Hind, I will say that we will be a developed economy by 2047.
Thank you, Mr. Pankaj Singh, for a very, very informative and exciting words. I think we all are certainly feel very proud as a nation to have been able to successfully roll out GST. And a lot that you've said has been very informative to all of us.